Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 24 minutes past 9 on what night of the week is it? Wednesday night. Back with a few for tomorrow. A few bus horses and a couple that caught my eye the last time they ran. Bit of housekeeping first. Shout out to Brian Healy and to Nick Taylor, who's newcomers on the bus. And a special happy birthday tomorrow to Mr. Richard Dean, also known as Dickie Dean, and he's famous for his ownership of Barmer in 1976 that won the 58th year of the National Hunt Steeplechase. It's now the Ultima. It was trained by Robin Blakeney and it was ridden by Jimmy McNaught. That is Richard Dean, Dickie Dean. Last Sunday, he's a gunner, man. Arsenal, he was watching the Cup and he has a little bit of Jimison. So that's what kept him going all this time. He had a Jimison in his hand. Niall McNulty that sent me on that, so I'm only too glad to mention it. I was looking at the field for that race earlier. There was 2 Irish horses in it, but Barmer was an 8-year-old at the time by colonist carrying 10 stone 1. There was 2 Irish horses in the race. I see Paddy Slater had one, Robbie Coonan was riding Argent. And you know what was running in that race as well? The Mick O'Toole trained Davy Ladd with form of 2-4-3-3-2-0, and the 0 was a beaten favourite. And Davy Ladd, as a 7-year-old the following year, came out and won the Cheltenham Gold Cup. So handicappers do win big races, don't they? So lots of memories, I'm sure, for Dickie, and I hope you'll be around for the 50th anniversary of that great race in your mind next year. We had a couple running today. We had Moodan in the 305 at Clonmel. Steady in the market all day. Huge gamble on a horse I pointed out last night, My Good Pal. He would have been a good pal for those that backed him at 25s. He went into, I think he would draw something around 2-1. There was a lot of expected of him. Powdered all day on the exchanges. And there was money as well for Mark Walsh's JP's horse, and they done nothing. A horse carrying a penalty for the last time, for the last run for the Hennessy's won it. We got third. I thought the jockey should have done what the winner did, and Townend done it in a few races. Keep out towards the rail. There seemed to be better ground, because he was in a position to do so, and he allowed them to pass him out on his left, our right, as we looked at it. It seemed to be the better ground, because he was staying on again in the middle of the track. He'll probably win an average, 0 to 100, one of those races. And then we had Apple Away. I handicapped this race on ratings, and I handicapped it on that it would beat the 2 that was behind it in the betting. One in front of one behind it when I was handicapping it. And it was 9-4 favourite overnight. It drifted out to 100 to 30 in the morning. So that was a bit worrying, but there was late money for it. But it didn't make it a test of stamina, but it wasn't able. There was a superb round of jumping from Don't Rightly Know. But she rightly knew how to get over from one side of the fence to the other. Slick, very slick round of jumping. Not many miles on the speedometer, or her speedometer, for a 10-year-old. So Polly Gundry has and that's a homebred. You'd be delighted for horses that wins like that when your horse doesn't win, but you'd be hoping your horse wins primarily, so anyway, we need the Appleway needed the ground more of a stamina test to be able to jumped them fences a bit better. I think that's my apple gone away now for good. Tomorrow we have a bus horse running in the second race, third race, is it? What is it? Fifth race at Newcastle. Just they're starting early. They'll be up early on the Tyne. Hawkstone, I put it up there a couple of weeks ago, but the meeting was called off. This won the last time it ran for us, for Harriet Dickon. Went up £3 for winning last April on heavy ground in Newcastle, and Bradley Harris was riding as well. She has had a couple of winners over the Christmas, but the horses I looked, they had a run, or a couple of them, the two winners that she had a couple of runs prior to them winning. So I'm hoping that this is fit enough to do itself justice.
Tough as it is today.
It's out in front there.
The leader was with Hawkstone too. In second position, Gamby Tiep. Whip has been drawn aboard Hawkstone. Gamby Tiep is under pressure though as well. Then Bullets Hill in third, followed then in fourth by Canal Rocks. The others are looking pretty tired too. It's going to be attritional stuff as they go inside the final 3 furlongs. Hawkstone and Gamby Tiep towards this flight of hurdles now. The third last. Hawkstone jumped it pretty well. Gamby Tiep in second, followed by Canal Rocks in third. Then Orby's River in fourth. A long stamina sapping run towards the second last flight of hurdles now, and it's Hawkstone who's been in front throughout. They are beginning just to close in behind though. Second last, Hawkstone at it again, jumped it well. Little look over the shoulder from Bradley Harris. He wants to look over the other one because Orby's River is really beginning to get into a good stride over on the far side, but Hawkstone still leads inside the final furlong. Has jumped well thus far. Final flight and a short run in. Hawkstone, Orby's River. Hawkstone at it now. Another good leap. Orby's River didn't jump it particularly well. Then Gamby Tiep in third, and it's Hawkstone again. Front running performance is going to get the job done in the opener.
He's a big, strong horse, so you'd be hoping that it's fit enough to do itself justice. It's second favourite 4-1, I think. If it goes out to fives, 4 places back at each way. Soldier's Leap is the favourite. Wasn't that second the last time? It's down at the bottom. Second, yeah. First time tongue tied this time. Carrying 10 stone 10. But we'll be able to carry the weight anyway from Fishman because we're big enough. So that's one. Then the 3 o'clock at Ludlow. This will be the nap of the day. It's one that won a couple of times for us, Ascending Lark. I would hope that this horse it'd be a lot better than a 1-1-3 rated horse. She used to be with Liz Lawler before they went to Harry Durham. It won first time us for last year and landed a bit of a gamble. Beat Dame of the Cotswolds, and that was a decent horse. And it's running well. It's actually running in Windsor on Friday. And then the last day, it was well gambled on and went off. That's it on taking up the lead on the outside here.
Detached at the back of the field. Coming for home in the opener, the Racing TV mares. Novices Hurdle, Lady Darbanville, and now being shaken up firmly, and Ascending Lark has come there travelling very sweetly with us. No asking of questions so far. Lock and Lady is just trying to get through between rivals and is coming to try and press here as they take 2 from home. Now, Lock and Lady on the left tries to join issue with Ascending Lark, who is being shaken up for the first time. Still just has it though. Cindy Socks has now taken third. Here's the last. Ascending Lark in a little tight but up and over, and eventually is coming clear. Ascending Lark on top to the line and away by a couple. Ascending.
Hopefully it's fishing up as well tomorrow after a layoff. There's money for hard as nails, but that sort of went backwards from the second last time in Sandown, but it had won previously. It just didn't stay at the 2.5, so back. It's a bit of a threat back at this because we know it's fit. So hopefully Harry Durham has Ascending Lark ready to rock. We go to Fairyhouse. Horse that won a couple of times for us over the sticks and on the flat. the one we dream of. It's 100 to 30 there was the last of them earlier. I see it's in 3 to 1, 11 to 4 now. Gavin Cromwell, he's on fire. Didn't do it today with the gamble. I think this one in Ballinrobe, didn't it, for us? It was Bellestown. 12 Bellestown on the flat. It won a hurdle race in Punchestown. But since it went fencing, just like the farmer, 4 runs. Third first time out, then it was very impressive, I thought, when it won in Tipperary. Then ran on the flat. Then they sent it over to Cheltenham to 2.5, and that's the farthest it would have ran apart from the first time there in Kilbeggan. And it was 10th, there it is with the big white face, it was 10th 2 out.
Down the inner throughout, freewheeling on down towards the third last. So
there.
Said I. Greyhead still in front. Malater in the raw blue remains prominent, with similar story the black and yellow Game On for Glory close to the rail. Then Coco Mademoiselle followed by Realisation. Rigor in Aissance up the inner in a red cap is being asked to improve. Then Shake Your Tail Feather and the one we dream of has just about latched on as they head back towards home. They got 2 fences to jump. So Said I. She's given a very bold sight for a long way, but they're queuing up in behind. Can a good go, but had to get best in second. From out of the clouds, get Baz out of here.
Got up to finish 4th. Going a bit too fast for earlier on. You'd imagine that these that you might be able to cope with these tomorrow. The extra half a furlong to her benefit. There's them 3. There's I was looking at this race and I had a couple of them wrote down next time. So what I might do is put the 2 of them together in reverse forecast and go each way on Cloud Dancer. So the first time he ran at the distance the last time, I thought he was good. Farthest he had ran was 2.5 miles, 2.5 here. And it had been behind Phantom of the Points before, but had given it £7. But that was over 2 miles, and Phantom of the Points went out in front. But this was given a very confident ride the last time by Caelan Quinn, the red-haired Foxy Quinn.
These are now the first 2. Cloud Dancer from a long way back is there with every chance. On the inside, Adveram, and back in 5th, Midnight Reflection. Over the second from home, and it was Cloud Dancer who jumped into the lead for Caelan Quinn. Cloud Dancer now goes on to Velasco in 2nd. Adveram, and they've got a break now over Fierce Warrior. Still, they've got a furlong and a half to go as they come down towards the final flight. And it is Cloud Dancer at the last, spring-heeled, jumped it well. The lead is over 3 lengths to Adveram in 2nd. Velasco is in 3rd, and racing now down towards the final half furlong. Cloud Dancer given a very patient ride by Caelan Quinn. Last early, but racing up towards the line. Clear of Adveram, it will be Cloud Dancer who wins. Adveram in...
He knew each day. £6 of butter on his back, extra to what he had been carrying, wouldn't have stopped him there. You'll remember Phantom at the Points in the fog. It threw away a race, but I went up £3 for it. It was over Christmas. It actually lost. I couldn't understand it, went back to 4th, but I don't know where the line is. Someone with better eyesight than me. That's why I'm wearing glasses, I suppose, because the bulbs aren't as good.
Run towards 2 outs. Phantom of the Points from Tune in the Box, Woody Flash. And Bill
Here he is
Baxter,
out
who
in
now
front.
looks held in fourth. Don Levant is fifth. The rest are beaten. Phantom of the Points by only a length, jumping 2 out. Tune in a Box keeping on doggedly. Woody Flash a further length away in third. They're 4 or 5 lengths clear of Don Levant going into fourth at the expense of Bill Baxter. Down towards the final flight of hurdles they'll head. Phantom of the Points is still just about in front as they come to jump the last. Phantom of the Points and Tune in the Box.
Here.
Don Levant is throwing down
Watch
a
what he
challenge
does now.
on
He
the
comes this
inside.
way.
Woody Flash out wide. Phantom of the Points hanging towards the stand side. Tune in a Box, and between them Woody Flash running up towards the line. Tight between Tune in a Box and Woody Flash. Don Levant on their inside. Phantom of the Points tossed it away. But
He finished. Whatever the hell happened to him there. Reminds you of what Woodbite. Wasn't a Woodbite. Remember something bite in Cheltenham. He still got up to win. Wasn't Might Bite. Was it Might Bite? I'm rambling. Dropped £3 for that. He's carrying 129. I think it's between the two of them. If he's the front runner, the other one has to peg him back. So he's carrying 11 stone 13. He has £9, and he gave him £7 before when he was beaten by 12 lengths. You have off the jury there with David Wayne Maxwell, and you have there's one there that Lemoncello ran today. That probably won't run. Henry Daly has one that won the last two, but it's, I don't know. I thought it was between the two of them. That Phantom of the Worlds or not, Phantom of the Points. He was third in that shoot first race, but that form hasn't been held up since that one that ran a couple of times for us was no good a couple of times. And then for another one that if anyone wants an each way bet, we have Fine Casting with a £4 swing for beating a length. Now the favourite won it handy enough, but if you look at the last jump, if he pinged it, it could have been close enough. And Harry Cobden will drive him into it, I would hope, tomorrow. It was 8-1 earlier there and 7 the last place. No, that's the reason I picked it out as an each-way bet. This is him here. He won for us before a couple of years ago over
Fences. Second and cruising along is Fine Casting. Third then is the early pace setter, Follow and
This
Go.
is the winner coming here.
Picking Opera being
Favourite
driven.
tomorrow.
Golden Maverick. Look at Cadeau de Schwartz, an incredibly confident ride at this stage. Got a bit of ground to make up, but is creeping closer. Down towards the second last now. Clonda Royale joined on the outside there by Fine Casting. Cadeau de Schwartz jumped that to the left there as he tries to pick up. Follow and Go is rallying. Golden Mavericks really sticking to it, having looked right out of it a circuit ago. They're coming up towards the final flight here. Fine Casting. Cadeau de Joie now moving up into second place. Fine Casting in tight. Cadeau de Joie, better jump. Joins in and takes over the running. And James Bowen has been super confident on this in-form 4-year-old Cadeau de Joie, and he's punching him out towards the line. What a day for the Noel Feely Racing Syndicate. This one for Nicky Henderson. That was some ride by James Bowen. In second, Fine.
You have a couple of pluses for Fine Casting. Third run back after the layoff tomorrow. And you have Harry Cobden, who has 4 rides recently in the last 12 months for Ben Pauling, and he won 2 of them. So he's a go-to guy for the stable. Send it to an each way bet. For anyone that wanted a bet at Wincanton tomorrow. So now beyond to Windsor Friday. There's a good card at Windsor Friday. There's a couple of Irish horses gone over. So I'll have a look at that and try and sort something out. So bash the bookies over and out.